Hey guys, John here. So ahead of the Japan Mobility Show, Toyota gave us two very interesting concepts that I want to break down in today's video. They gave us a Land Cruiser concept and what I think will be the new Toyota Stout, hopefully coming to the United States. So we'll talk about the Land Cruiser first and then the pickup truck. Guys, I've had a gut feeling that Toyota was gonna do this with the Land Cruiser nameplate for a while, and this kind of confirms it. So what they said about this vehicle before we get into the photos is that Toyota further broadens the Land Cruiser's brand appeal with a three-row SUV that caters to the world's diverse needs. Now, I know that these are just concepts, but that single line there confirms what I've been kind of thinking for a while. They are turning the Land Cruiser into a brand. Multiple vehicles most likely for this, kind of like they did with the Crown. You have a sportier Crown, you have a sedan Crown, you have an SUV Crown, and it's all under this umbrella of the Crown nameplate. Now I feel like Toyota may be doing this with the Land Cruiser. What do you guys think? Let's get into the photos. So taking a look at this Land Cruiser concept, I can't help but notice just how many cues from Lexus that this vehicle has, especially as we move our way to the back. So you can see that back D-pillar really looking like a Lexus RX, and that's even furthermore when we look at the very back of this vehicle with the tail lights that just stream all the way across, just like a lot of new Lexus products do. However, kind of Land Cruiser-esque when we come up front. So these lights on this concept really look like the new Land Cruiser that we're getting here in the United States. So not the 1958 or the first edition one, but just the normal Land Cruiser trim. It has this kind of Land Cruiser 62 series inspired lights. And then we also have this grille going down the lights like the new Tacoma does and the new Tundra and kind of the new Sequoia as well. But like I said, Toyota is really focusing kind of on the road characteristics of this vehicle. So all the other photos that we have of it are very on-road focused. A top-down view look at this vehicle, when I first saw this, I immediately kind of thought Land Rover a little bit, and then the hood, it kind of has those little accents that the Tundra and Sequoia do for vents on the hood. I do though like the two-tone look, so that is very Land Cruiser inspired. You have kind of a gray colored SUV, and then the roof is like this very off gold color. I actually really like that. And then the rest of the grille and just the front end area just looks very much similar to the BZ4X on Toyota's side. Taking another look very close up at the grille, I do like how those lights go all the way across. That is very cool about EVs. And then again, taking a look at the back, I just really see Lexus back here, especially with how they spelt out Toyota, which is what Lexus is doing for almost all of their new generation of products. There's no more Lexus badge on the back. It is a Toyota badge on the back. So this is the Toyota EPU concept. EPU stands for electronic pickup, most likely, but I really like parts about this thing and other parts I don't. So what I feel like Toyota is doing here, right, instead of pushing an EV on us, I really think that they are gauging the audience on a unibody truck, AKA the Stout. There have been a ton of rumors circulating around about a Ford Maverick competitor, a Honda Ridgeline competitor, and a Hyundai Santa Cruz competitor. Toyota needs to do it. They need to do it now. They needed to do it like 2-3 years ago, honestly. But I really feel like that is what they're hinting at with this vehicle, because it's a unibody pickup truck. Hopefully it would be built on a RAV4 platform. You could throw the 2.5 hybrid in there, get 35-40 miles per gallon with a truck. I feel like that would be really cool. And this is smaller than a Toyota Tacoma. So it is smaller than a Toyota Tacoma with the dimensions that they gave us. But what do you guys think about it? I do like the side profile of it. They do have some more ruggedized off-road tires on it. A top-down view, you can see the Toyota Heritage style grille on this. Again, lights that go all the way across. And the front end does kind of look like the compact cruiser concept that we had. So I do like the front end, and even at the bottom of it, it does kind of have that Toyota lower valence look to it. So it does have cues to Toyota here and there, but again, with it being a full EV, at least in this concept, you don't have a very distinguished grille. But I do like that there is some cutouts right there in the front area, so like a front trunk, and then even the spoilers in the back of this truck, they do kind of look like the new Tacoma a little bit. The Tacoma has a rear spoiler that comes off the back of it. Going to the next photo, a nice side profile view. It does look kind of Hyundai Ridgeline-esque, especially how it wraps around the back where the taillights are. But if you look at the back door, it's basically a more aggressive looking Tacoma back door, and even the new Tundra, how they swipe up a little bit like that. But then you also have the two-tone roof. So we've seen that two-tone roof on the new 4th generation Tacoma that's coming out, and they have it here on this truck. But it's a full 4-door truck, it looks like. Probably a 4.5 foot, 5 foot box looking at this. Toyota just really needs to do something like this, and I know it's gonna sell really, really well. Looking at the bed of it, we kind of have like some Molly panel looking stuff to it, most likely a composite bed. And then the whole kind of like Chevy style multi-pro tailgate, I like that going on. So this may be even shorter than a 5-foot bed with this truck, but the fact that the tailgate on this does that to give you kind of a built-in bed extender, that is very cool. And then it's a single window back there. You know, it's a concept, but it'd be cool if the whole thing rolled down, right? Here's the taillights of it. I like those taillights. Toyota, again, heritage style in the back. One of the biggest things that stands out that I like about EVs, you know, I'm not all for EVs, but the cool thing about them is all the storage that you get, because there's no drivetrain components anywhere. So you have storage in the center console, you have storage up on the dash, storage down below because there's no transmission there. So tons of storage in this, but the steering wheel with it being a yoke, not a lot of people like that. But if it's anything like the Lexus RZ, their electric car, I think that the yoke steering wheel would be cool, because it's just like a little bit of movement and the truck will turn on a dime. And then if we go to this photo here, this concept has a lot of American writing on it everywhere. So maybe again, poking at the fact that the Stout will be coming our way, hopefully. But all of this just looks like a normal new Toyota steering wheel, kind of like my Tundra, with a lot of the stuff all in the same spot. 34 miles per hour, not kilometers. Even down here with the odometer too, and then just the Avenue and all this stuff that's written on it is all in English, which is very, very cool. Fahrenheit as well for the temperature. And then the gear selector, kind of wild. So it has a hold, so when the car is stopped and you put on the brake, it would hold it, electronic parking brake. But then you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then manual mode. Kind of strange to see that on an EV vehicle. And then they just show the vehicle, you know, being used in the outdoors. And then if you put like a bed rack or something like that on it, it could take you down to the beach, which is very cool. So guys, that's it. What do you think about these two? I know there will be some hearts hurt about the Land Cruiser turning into kind of a brand, and especially showcased here as a full EV vehicle. Not really different from that compact cruiser that they talked about, but it's still something, right? But the one that I'm super stoked about is this EPU concept, because hopefully we're one step closer now to getting the Toyota Stout or some sort of unibody, smaller Ford Maverick competitor truck from Toyota here in the United States. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.